out of all our primary schools, it's only very few that were not able to meet the criteria, most likely that the enrollment was a little bit so small, and therefore it was not viable for us to have that particular primary school as a junior secondary school. Even those ones we have said they will serve as feeder primary schools to the junior secondary school, like this one now. In case there's a neighboring school that did not qualify, the students from that particular school will be enrolled in Nairobi School Junior Secondary School. To make it clear that we have said very clearly that the government is giving capitation for this particular level of education. In primary schools, we normally give 1,420 as capitation for each and every pupil undergoing that level of education. And for junior secondary school, we are giving 15,000 per student, meaning that in this particular school, if we have 256 students as confirmed by the principal of this school, then that is 256 times 15,000. And we have requested, we have made it mandatory that 25% of that money that we are giving to each and every junior secondary school will be used for infrastructural development. Of course, having in mind that we require preparatories in each and every one of the schools, because what we have, the content we have in the junior secondary school requires that we must have preparatories. So we have said 25% of that money can be used for putting up preparatories, and the 25% is coming to 4,000 per student in each of our schools. Apart from that also, we have requested the members of parliament, because they get CDF funds, that we can be able to partner with them in order that before the end of this year, we can have preparatories in each and every one of our junior secondary schools countrywide. And also, we have been in contact with the World Bank, and we thank them so much, because we are in agreement that they will be able to give us funds that will be able to put up 10,000 preparatories countrywide. We are going to come up with a very clear and a transparent criteria and a system which will ensure that the 10,000 preparatories that we are going to put up countrywide are well spread out, so that each and every area in this country, each and every primary school is properly covered for. One thing I want to make very clear to Kenyans is that junior secondary school, as per the Kenyan Constitution, Article 53, is free and compulsory. We expect that we will have 100% transition, such that no one child will be able to remain at home that he or she has not been able to go to secondary school. Two, we also say it is free. There is no money for registration. And let me repeat that no principal, no board of management, no parent association, no any other person will be authorized to come up with unnecessary levies as registration fees. I've seen some newspaper reports, social media reports, that some parents are getting scared, saying that there is something like registration fees. That one, anywhere, it will be legal, and government has made it clear that the 15,000 we are giving us per student will be able to cover all the required requirements as per each and every school and as per each and every student. And as you are aware, the government of Kenya, through His Excellency, the President of the Republic of Kenya, Dr. William Samoei Ruto, has disbursed a total of 3,164 million, which has purchased all the required books for grade 7. The total number of books that we have been able to buy so far, which again are indicated they are free for all government junior secondary school. We have 12 running areas, that is 12 subjects, and we have adequate books that will be given to each and every student out of the 1.2 million students that we have countrywide, such that we are giving out 17,800,000 set of books to all our students in the junior secondary school. So there is no parent, there is no teacher, there is no one who is going to require again that either the students or the parents buy additional books, because what we have provided as government is adequate. Additionally, we have also put and given out a total of 423,000 teacher copies to all our junior secondary schools, so that the books that the teachers will be able to use as a guide in each and every subject. Also, the optional subjects, we are giving books on that particular aspect. So again, we don't expect that parents will be required to pay for any such textbooks. For private schools, as expected, the books as given out by KICD is in the bookshops. Anybody who has a student in junior secondary school in one of our private secondary school, because again, we partner with private schools and we appreciate the role the private schools play. Government does not give textbooks to private secondary schools, and therefore we would expect that those particular schools and the parents will be able to procure textbooks from the textbook centers, shops, so that their children and their students can be able to have books. We have as well made it very clear, and let me make it clear here, that the Board of Management and the principals of schools, the uniform that is being used now should be the uniform they were having before, as the Board of Management comes up with the junior secondary uniform, and that will not be immediate. They should be able to give adequate time so that parents can be able to prepare to buy the uniforms. And this was not only to Nairobi Junior Secondary School, but to each and every junior secondary school countrywide, such that we don't expect the principals, the teachers, to send the students away because they have not been able to come up with the new set of uniforms. And we have also made it clear as government that there will be no requirement from anybody that we are saying you go to a specific shop in order to buy the uniform. All that should be done by the school management is to indicate the kind of uniform required, the color, and the specifications, and from there the parents are at liberty to buy the uniform from anywhere that they so wish. So that one should also be very clear to each and everyone countrywide, so that we don't restrict our parents that they have to procure the uniforms from particular shops. And again, we have said that the money which is going to be given, because as you are aware, the school administration governance, both the junior secondary school and the primary level section from grade 1 to grade 6, the principal will be one, and of course, the board of management will be intact. For the time being, it will be the one managing the two levels, but we have said they will operate separate accounts, such that the secondary school section, the money we are giving, that is the 15,000, will be in a separate account from the account for primary section, that is the 1,420 that we are giving. And that should be clear to each and every school, so that they don't put the money in the same account, and that has been given clearly out of the instructions and the regulations that have given to each and every part of this country. I also want to make it clear that we have set out a system, because I rounded out the distribution of all the textbooks countrywide on the 30th of this month, which was last week on, I think, Friday. And I did say clearly that the books will be able to be taken to each and every primary school, and we have given ourselves a time frame where the books will get into each and every part of this country, each and every one of the primary schools by 17th February, such that if there's any school in this country which would not have received the textbooks by the 17th of February, please let me have the information in my office, because we have set a very clear procedure and system where the textbooks will be taken to all parts of the country. And like today, my principal secretaries, my senior officers in the office, my county directors of education, my sub-county directors of education, my regional directors of education, and all the officers of government are involved in this exercise. And for the 2 weeks until the 17th of February, this is what we'll be doing to ensure that the books get to each and every part of this country and to each and every one of our primary schools. And we have requested the parents plus the school administration to ensure that there are no other books out of the ones that have been given to us by KICD, because an evaluation, a rigorous evaluation was undertaken by KICD, and they came up with a set of books that indeed should be used in each and every subject, and therefore parents and the students not be required to buy other books out of the set.